Suga considered leaving BTS, Jungkook seen limping, BTS's upcoming enlistment dates, and more BTS news. The BTS members RM, Jimin, V, and Jungkook are scheduled to begin their mandatory military service in mid-December. Reports from November 29th indicate that RM and V will join a training center on December 11th, with Jimin and Jungkook entering the same center the next day. Following their initial training, they will be assigned to different units and serve as active duty soldiers for 18 months. Big Hit Music has shown appreciation for the fans' support, requesting continued love and support for BTS until they return from their service. The company also committed to providing ongoing support and care for the artists during this period. Other members of BTS, namely Jin, J-Hope, and Suga, are also in the midst of their military service commitments. Jin started his service in December 2021, J-Hope in April, and Suga has been serving as a social worker since September. Jin is expected to complete his service by June of the following year. Netizens have been expressing their well wishes and sentiments towards the BTS members regarding their upcoming enlistment. They have shared various comments reflecting their feelings. Some are saddened by Jungkook's enlistment, expressing a desire to see the members before their enlistment and wishing for their safe return. Others are specifically concerned about Jimin, while many hope for the health and safety of all members. There's a sense of sadness about them enlisting during the colder months, with fans hoping they won't get hurt. One fan noted the positive aspect of the members enlisting together and being at the same center initially, but also pointed out that they will be separated into different units after training, meaning they won't see each other until around 2025. Recent footage of BTS's Jungkook at the airport has raised concerns among netizens about his health. On November 28th, Jungkook and Jimin returned to Korea from Japan. Their trip had initially sparked curiosity among fans, especially since they were not present at the Mama Awards in person. Upon their arrival at Incheon Airport, they were met by fans and media. Despite being surrounded by security guards, the situation became somewhat chaotic as fans crowded around the idols. A particular moment caught on camera showed Jungkook doing an unusual skip-like walk, leading to speculation that he might have been pushed, although further footage revealed no physical contact with fans. Concerns for Jungkook's health were further heightened by another video from their departure in Japan. In this clip, Jungkook is seen waving to fans but displays a noticeable stiffness in his walk, seemingly favoring one leg. There are reports that Jungkook has been experiencing leg pain for some time. A fan who attended his pre-recording session for M Countdown earlier in the month mentioned that Jungkook spoke of knee pain. This has led to worries that he may have been performing while in discomfort. These observations have led netizens to express concern for his well-being and hope that he gets the rest he needs. Sporting a fresh hairstyle with straight-cut bangs, Jungkook's youthful appearance was more striking than ever. Netizens were amazed at how young he looked, with some jokingly questioning if he was really the one heading to the army, likening his appearance to a middle school student. Others remarked that it felt like a throwback to 2016, and many commented on his baby-like looks. To the uninitiated, Jungkook's recent photos could easily be mistaken for older ones from his earlier days. His Puma outfit, reminiscent of past times, led fans to comment on his seemingly age-reversing looks, with one ARMY noting how he always appears to be getting younger. His appearance at the airport on his way to Japan earlier in the week showcased a noticeably different look. With his new hairstyle, Jungkook's large eyes were more prominent, underscoring the enduring nature of his youthful features, regardless of the passing years. K-pop photocards, known for their high value, have seen some remarkable prices, especially in the case of BTS's Jungkook. One of his photocards once fetched a staggering $3,200 USD after receiving 120 bids. Recently, another photocard of Jungkook featuring a blue-haired selfie has surpassed this record in value. Poca Market, a new South Korean app platform, enables users to sell photo cards and monitor their market prices over time. This particular photo card started at around $388 USD in September 2023. Its value surged, reaching a peak of approximately $6,370 USD on September 28, 2023. However, the price fluctuated in the following months. The app's pricing reflects the market trends and demand for these photo cards. This trend highlights just how costly photocards can become in the market. BTS fans are currently enjoying a plethora of new documentary content that captures the group's activities leading up to their military enlistment preparations. Disney Plus has announced an upcoming 8-part documentary, BTS Monuments Beyond the Star, set to premiere on December 20th. This documentary is expected to offer a comprehensive look at the group's decade-long journey, featuring exclusive interviews, behind-the-scenes clips, and more. This announcement was made shortly after Big Hit Music confirmed that the rest of the members are gearing up for their mandatory military service, adding significant value to the new behind-the-scenes content featuring all 7 members. Disney Plus and Big Hit Music have recently shared a glimpse of the documentary, releasing the main trailer which showcases over a minute of footage from the upcoming episodes. A specific moment in the trailer particularly resonated with ARMYs, stirring emotional anticipation for the full release. The documentary also touches on the challenges BTS faced during the pandemic, particularly the postponement and eventual cancellation of their Map of the Soul tour, originally scheduled from April to September 2020. The cancellation was a source of disappointment for many fans, as it would have been one of the last chances to see the group perform live before their military service. The trailer includes a poignant moment when the members learn about the cancellation of their Seoul shows, which were to begin their global tour. It shows their initial reactions, followed by a montage of the members expressing their feelings of being lost during that period. Although the tour's cancellation and the members' subsequent disappointment were known to fans, the documentary's candid portrayal of these moments in the trailer has left many ARMYs apprehensive about reliving these emotions. As the release date approaches, Big Hit Music has also made available the concert film BTS Permission to Dance on Stage in the US, which provides additional behind-the-scenes content of BTS. BTS reflects on their decade-long journey, a path filled with hard work and dedication, in their upcoming documentary. This documentary series delves into the past 10 years of BTS, highlighting the members' search for meaning and life goals. The newly released main trailer features early footage of the 7 members from their trainee days, capturing the tension of their initial performances. Despite their inexperience, the trailer effectively portrays their deep commitment and fervor. The film documents BTS's journey from trainees to becoming icons in K-pop, influencing not just the Korean music industry, but also making a global impact. The subtitle in the trailer, suggesting their journey through uncharted territories, alludes to the group's continuous challenges. J-Hope mentions feeling a sense of progress, while Suga acknowledges their exhaustive efforts. The documentary doesn't shy away from the hurdles they encountered, notably the tour cancellations. This period is described as a time of confusion and pause, with Jin expressing the frustration of having to delay plans and V longing for personal growth during this time. The members' strong aspirations are shown as a driving force that helped them overcome these obstacles. The documentary hints at a triumphant return for BTS as they reconnect with their fans, providing comfort and a sense of community. As BTS embarks on a new phase, the documentary is set to capture the various trials and triumphs they experienced over the last decade. BTS Monuments, Beyond the Star, is scheduled to premiere exclusively on Disney Plus on December 20th, releasing 2 episodes each Wednesday for a total of 8 episodes. HYBE, BTS's record label, shared in a press release that the series will provide an in-depth view of the band's journey, including the numerous challenges they faced in achieving their global milestones, as well as insights into their daily lives and thoughts. RM is heard in the trailer discussing the hard work and challenges they faced, while Suga mentions considering leaving the group at one point. The trailer also highlights the group's achievements at various awards shows and concerts worldwide. Additionally, it includes footage from their BTS Permission to Dance stadium tour. This announcement follows the confirmation from BTS's label that Jimin, Jungkook, V, and RM have begun their military enlistment process. These members had been focusing on solo projects recently, with Jimin releasing his production diary documentary about his mini-album, Face, Jungkook releasing Golden, V's Layover in September, and RM's Indigo in December 2022. The label requested continued support for BTS until they complete their military service and return safely, promising full support for the artists. Jin started his military service in December 2022, and Suga began his 18-month service in September 2023. J-Hope's enlistment was announced in February. BTS is expected to complete its service requirement over the next few years, with their hiatus likely to last until 2025. Recently, Jimin traveled to Japan for work commitments, drawing a massive crowd of fans at Gimpo Airport. These fans showed up with various items featuring Jimin, including merchandise and banners adorned with his face and supportive messages, showcasing their unwavering admiration and support. Jimin's influence in South Korea is well known, and this influence has now extended to Japan. His recent visit has underscored his global appeal, cementing his status as a leading figure in South Korea. On November 25th, Jimin shared a photo on Instagram from a local Japanese eatery, quickly grabbing worldwide attention. The post achieved over 1 million likes in just 18 minutes, and it has since continued to draw attention, amassing over 7 million likes. This overwhelming response underscores Jimin's significant impact and popularity across various countries. In Japan, Jimin has garnered a lot of affection, being a favorite among various groups including media professionals, celebrities, athletes, students, and general netizens. He has been frequently mentioned by notable Japanese figures such as Yuzuru Hanyu, Miyu Goto, and Mai Muragam. He has consistently topped polls among Japanese students and netizens, and has achieved impressive sales and music chart rankings in the country, surpassing other Korean solo acts. His influence is also notable among young Japanese individuals aspiring to be K-pop idols. Following his Instagram post, his Japanese fans quickly flocked to the same restaurant, with some specifically requesting to dine at the table where Jimin sat. The restaurant experienced such an increase in patrons that they had to implement a ticketing system, with wait times extending up to 5 or 6 hours. Fans who dined at Jimin's table shared photos on social media, mimicking his pose and attire, turning it into a popular trend. The name of the restaurant trended on social media, making it to both Japan's and the worldwide trending lists, reaching as high as number 3. Jimin's impact is exceptional, a testament to his unique personality, artistic talent, and visual appeal, establishing him as a standout artist and individual. On the evening of November 28th, the 2023 Mama Awards were held at the Tokyo Dome in Japan, marking the first time a K-pop awards ceremony has taken place at this iconic location. At this significant event, BTS won the Worldwide Icon of the Year award for the 6th consecutive year, reinforcing their esteemed position in the music world. They also secured the Worldwide Fans' Choice Award, adding 2 accolades to their achievements of the night. Jungkook, the youngest member of BTS, expressed his gratitude through a pre-recorded message. He acknowledged the group's win of the Worldwide Icon of the Year for the 6th time and expressed deep appreciation for the unwavering love from their fans, ARMY. He conveyed that although the group was not present together at the event, they plan to come back stronger as a united group. Jungkook urged their fans to remain healthy and happy, reminding them of the group's deep affection for ARMY and their anticipation for a future reunion in a better form. The first day of the event featured a variety of performances from artists such as TVXQ, ENHYPEN, Tomorrow X Together, and others. In a Vogue Korea interview and photo shoot, Jungkook shared insights into his personal and professional growth. Featured as the cover star for the magazine's January 2022 issue, he was among the 7 BTS members who each had individual interviews. Jungkook discussed how he has maintained his personal worldview amidst the varied influences faced by public figures. Unlike many who shape themselves from a young age to achieve specific goals, Jungkook indicated that he has a clear vision for his life. He mentioned that he hasn't rigidly decided on a specific way to live, but is certain about living on his own terms. Acknowledging the brevity of life, he expressed a desire to live diversely within the bounds of what is universally acceptable, noting that these thoughts formed early in his life. When asked about the saying, "Life is short, but art is eternal," Jungkook questioned whether art is indeed the most crucial element, suggesting that life itself, with its finite yet eternal nature, holds more significance. Besides music, Jungkook is talented in areas like art, photography, and video editing. While fans often wish to see more of these skills, he humbly responded that they are merely his interests and not all need to be actively pursued. He also shared his shift from being impulsive to more realistic, prioritizing necessity over desire in his life and work. Jungkook also mentioned his reluctance to share his creative work until he is completely satisfied with it, acknowledging that while perfection is elusive, he does not wish to present work that doesn't meet his standards. He hopes to one day share these works when he has the time to refine them fully. Reflecting on BTS's journey, Jungkook recalled how the group's circumstances have dramatically changed. He reminisced about 2014 when BTS, as part of a TV show, invited random people in LA to a free concert by distributing flyers on the streets. In contrast, by 2021, tickets for their concert at the Sophie Stadium in LA sold out within minutes, highlighting their extraordinary rise to fame. Jungkook shared his thoughts on the dramatic changes BTS has experienced, expressing his wonder at the group's popularity and the factors contributing to their success. He attributed their rise to his talented bandmates, a CEO passionate about music, and the powerful combination of BTS's music, lyrics, messages, and performances. He admitted to having difficulty comprehending their situation, especially since they haven't been able to meet fans in person. Acknowledging this surreal reality, he feels motivated to work even harder. He also expressed admiration for their fandom, ARMY, who have actively implemented BTS's positive messages through various initiatives, including environmental projects and support for vulnerable communities. Jungkook finds himself amazed and inspired by the significant actions of ARMY, who started these activities to support BTS but have since derived joy and satisfaction from doing good deeds. Regarding how to give back to ARMY, Jungkook revealed that he initially struggled to find a way to reciprocate their support. He eventually concluded that continuing to excel in his profession is the best way he can show appreciation to the fans. Reflecting on his growth since debuting at 15, Jungkook discussed the changes and constants in his life. He believes everything has changed except for his warm-hearted nature and trust in others, which his bandmates have recognized. Despite occasionally worrying about over-reliance on his members, he understands the importance of finding a balance. Looking ahead to the next decade, Jungkook referenced BTS's song Permission to Dance, which implies resilience and adaptability. He doesn't focus on the idea of landing or decline, as he recognizes there are many who are greater than him. Instead, he aspires to expand his horizons and aim for greater heights, driven by his numerous ambitions and goals. In an interview for Vogue, accompanied by a pictorial titled RM Stays Truthful to Every Moment, BTS's RM reflected on various topics, including his definition of youth. The interview, which was conducted in writing, found RM in his studio on a Saturday night, post-workout and music session. Discussing his experience as the solo cover star for Vogue for the first time, RM conveyed a sense of pressure due to the significance of the magazine. As the new face of Bottega Veneta for their spring-summer campaign, RM also shared his views on fashion. He recalled coming across the phrase, "Fashion is an ideology," which he found memorable. He sees fashion as a blend of exaggeration and an attitude that cannot be ignored. Lately, RM tries not to overthink fashion, even though he still considers it significant and enjoys it. Beyond fashion, RM expressed his passion for artistic expression through other mediums. He recounted his first impactful encounter with art during a visit to the Chicago Art Institute at the end of 2018. There, he saw works by Monet, Van Gogh, and Seurat. He emphasized the importance of experiencing art in person, rather than just through textbooks or online. Despite acknowledging his lack of talent in drawing, he described feeling a sense of wonder and amazement, particularly when he saw A Sunday Afternoon on the Island of La Grande Jatte. RM also spoke about his role in sharing art with others, particularly through his Instagram account. He believes that the Instagram of a public figure acts as a form of curation, reflecting their interests and what they wish to reveal. His aim in posting is to provide a positive experience for those interested in him, even if it's just one person. RM emphasized the need for his generation, especially to engage with Korean modern art and antiques. RM, known for his artistic pursuits, also demonstrates a passion for learning, as evidenced by his recent involvement with the variety show, The Dictionary of Useless Knowledge, which he hosted. He shared his motivation for seeking knowledge, expressing admiration for older individuals who remain open to new experiences, despite the overwhelming amount of information in today's world. He strives to be aware of his limitations and remains open to new experiences without letting discomfort or rigidity hinder him. RM believes that intellectual curiosity is essential, and that continuous learning is a lifelong endeavor. He is currently exploring various subjects, including art history, aesthetics, architecture, world history, Korean history, photography, and antiques. In addition to these intellectual pursuits, RM is also focused on achieving a work-life balance. He believes that the arts are a reflection of one's life, and that creativity thrives when life and play intersect. He emphasizes the importance of not getting consumed by the idea of creating for the sake of creation, but rather letting life guide one's work. For him, this balance between life and work is crucial. RM's broader goal is self-improvement. He reflects on the significance of understanding what it means to be a better person, acknowledging that this definition may vary for each individual. For him, self-improvement involves writing down life goals, striving for balance, expanding his knowledge, enjoying time with friends, and caring for those around him. He recognizes the difficulty of this lifelong process but sees grace in individuals who live with such a purpose. He believes that the presence of more people living with such intent would make the world a better place.